Howdy folks, hope you're enjoying your weekend. Welcome back to Casual Saturday, and it's the long-awaited return, it's been 2 months, of XCOM2, the Shen's Last Gift DLC. Every time I've done a Division video for the last 2 months, people have been saying in the comments, damn it Jingles, we want more XCOM2. And I have absolutely no doubt that now I'm giving you XCOM2, there are going to be people in the comments saying, damn it Jingles, we want the Division. Well, tough. Anyway, to recap, this is the Shen's Last Gift DLC. I'm playing it on a harder difficulty setting than my first playthrough. So enemies have more health and they do more damage, and it's a lot less forgiving of the kind of dumbass mistakes that I made on my first playthrough. What we have coming up for you today is an attack on an avatar facility. This actually takes place earlier than my previous XCOM 2 video, where I managed to get a flawless victory, more through luck than judgment. As you can see, the troops are using magnetic weapons. They don't have the plasma technology researched. So my gear isn't amazing. We can expect to be missing targets a lot more often, and when we do hit targets we can expect to be doing a lot less damage. The object of this mission is to plant X4 demolition charges on the alien facility, destroy it, and then get everybody out. We joined the boys and the girl and the machine after we've been dropped off by Firebrand, and we're just setting up to initiate contact with the first group of aliens spotted.
Overwatch engaged.
Unfortunately, the way this particular mission has been set up is that they're just out of range of Quickie Baby's capacitor discharge, unless of course I choose to move the troops out of the cover provided by this upturned vehicle. So, great. Instead, I'm going to use Quickie Baby's combat protocol. Everybody else is on Overwatch. This is going to set it all off. He's going to take out the heavy turret. Combat protocol, of course, ignores armor. So the turret is down. But that is, of course, going to blow our concealment. There's a heavy mech. There's a Viper. There's all kinds of bad guys up there. But I've got Zircon set up on the high ground in this tower over here on kill zone. Now, he misses, but he does graze the target, and Zircon's using incendiary ammunition today, so he sets him on fire. And the grazing attack does some damage. Zircon's kill zone activates again, and the bullet strikes a harmless obstacle. Spark opens up with his heavy autocannon, and completely misses.
You'd almost think I was human.
Hector doesn't even land his shots in the same postcode. Remember what I was saying about these mag weapons? Jingles misses.
Enemy is still up.
You have got to be kidding me. Come on, Zircon. Something else just moved in your kill zone. And Zircon at least manages to hit something. However, it's a very heavily armoured target, and it's still alive. These things have a lot of health. The Viper takes some burning damage, but it's only 1 point. He is still burning, however. So he's going to continue to take damage. There's another Viper moving in. And is that an Archon? Oh, that's an Archon. Things just got worse. The mech's moving up, and of course he has a grenade launcher. And look where everybody's clustered up. Here comes the Viper. Now he's either going to leash... No, he's going to shoot. And he misses, so... Yes, they're choosing you, deal with it. Well, it's a bit of good luck for a change. One of them actually missed. Now, one of the other abilities that the Sparks get is the chance to intimidate any target that fires at him. And of course, intimidation fails. So, I'm not having much luck, am I? Now, I do still have one ace up my sleeve as this sectoid moves up. Yeah, I'm going to need to move the guys away from this burning vehicle before it explodes. Rita, still in stealth. Trying out some new abilities this time around. Now, I really don't want that sectoid to open up a void rift on top of the 3 guys sitting around the wreck of that car, so I'm going to take him out. Now, this, of course, has blown her cover. She doesn't trigger Overwatch when she moves, however. She's killed the sectoid, and now that she's earned a kill, she is untouchable for the next round. She cannot... The first attack against her is basically going to do nothing. So, hopefully, they're going to go for Rita. Now, what to do? Hector. I can't leave him there. Because that car's on fire, and he's either going to start burning or the car may explode. And that would be very bad. Jingles, Circon needs to reload. Don't get free reloads yet, so all I can really do with Circon is put him on pistol Overwatch. Right then, Actor. Need to get him out of here. So let's move him into fresh cover, and then we can use the combat protocol on the mech. It should be enough to kill it.
Evidence located.
Send the gremlin over and zap it with the capacitors. Ah, it's dropped loot. Well, we'll worry about that in a moment. Next up, the Spark. The Spark's heavy autocannon is ridiculously inaccurate. However, I've unlocked a heavy weapon for him, the Shredder gun, and that is really going to mess their shit up. Oh yeah. That was good. Also has the added benefit, oh, and he's earned a promotion, also has the added benefit of removing all of their cover. The Archon has gone into a battle frenzy. Right, Jingles. Plasma grenade or rocket launcher. I can't get both of them with the rocket launcher. And I need to move Jingles away from this burning car anyway, so we'll park him up here next to Rita. And the chances of hitting are not great. There's another Viper up there. I'm going to go for this one. I'm just going to shoot him. Come on, Jingles. Oh, finally. A result. Okay.
How about that?
Yeah, good news. That's, of course, emptied his weapon. Now then, quickie baby. Combat protocol is not going to kill him. He's not a mechanical creature. It'll do some damage, but you really want to save your combat protocols for mechs. So I'm moving him away from the fire. And with a 60% chance of hitting... Nah, these mag weapons are terrible.
Missed.
Okay, well that's it. I've done everything I can. Luckily, the Archon goes for Rita, which triggers Rita's Blade Storm attack. She doesn't quite kill it, but that has pissed it off. And now it's going to go for Rita, which is what I was hoping, because Rita's untouchable. So she survives. The second Viper moves in. Oh, what's it going to do?
Might be poisoned here.
Yeah, you might be poisoned. Okay, that's not good.
Alright, that one hurt.
Yes, that did hurt. You are poisoned. So, I'm going to have to move Rita and Jingles. But I can move Rita and attack at the same time and kill the Viper by using her slash ability.
Menace 1-5, you're near the target position.
Blanco hostil abatido.
That's easy for you to say, Rita. Right, Actor. Looks like the fire's gone out and the car did not explode, so we'll move him up so he has a slightly better chance of hitting this Archon. Still not a great chance of hitting him, but it's good enough.
Hostile target down.
Right.
My weapon's spent.
Yep, Actor needs to reload. Okay.
I hope you know where I'm going.
Let's let's get Jingles out of the cloud of poison. See what sort of loot we have. Advanced scope, superior repeater, and a superior focus. It's all good stuff. He is, of course, still poisoned.
What am I doing with this?
And we'll reload his gun. Oh, it's a free reload. We've obviously modded the weapon. That's one thing that you cannot do with the Spark, by the way.
I'm ready.
You can upgrade the Spark's weapon in the same way that you can upgrade everybody else's weapons, from automatic weapons to mag weapons to plasma weapons, but you cannot mod the Spark's weapon, so it never gets free reloads, it never gets an expanded magazine. It's only ever going to get 3 shots with its weapon, and
On my way.
it's not the most accurate. Okay, what sort of trouble are we in here? 3 people all took injuries from the grenade barrage from that heavy mech.
Took some damage here.
Jingles is still poisoned. At this stage, there's nothing I can do about it. Oh wait, no, I think the poison's worn off. Alright, that could have been a lot worse.
Allá voy.
Let's move Rita up. That's the location where we're going to be planting the charges. We'll put her on Overwatch
Poniéndome en guardia.
while we got everybody else reloaded.
Back online.
I'll use Actor's Restoration
This'll take
ability
the edge off.
to heal everybody at the same time. And some for you. And some for you. Overdrive? Nah. Overdrive is a spark-only ability that basically gives you 3 actions. And none of those actions will end your turn.
The open spaces, the fresh air.
I love the sarcastic personality module of this thing. The Julian personality. Yeah, I'm moving you into the open. Ah, the fresh air. I'll put you on Overwatch. Seems like a job for a turret. I think the Julian personality mode is named in honour of Julian Glossop, the guy who wrote the original Laser Squad game back in the 80s, upon which all of the XCOM games were based. Right, let's get this charge set and get everybody out of here. Reload. Overwatch. Actor. Where are we going to put him?
Overwatch.
He's fine where he is. We'll put him on Overwatch. Reload the gun. That'd be a good idea.
Surely there's a more difficult task available.
Oh, shut up and do it.
Whatever you say.
Let's get Jingles into cover.
Come get some.
All round 360 defense. So, on an Overwatch. Quickie, baby. Plant that charge.
Menace 1-5, status confirmed. X4 charges are armed. Move to the extraction point for immediate evac.
And we'll call the Sky Ranger there.
Can I get an evac here?
We've got everybody set up to cover all around on the evac point.
Roger that.
Quickie, baby. Off you go.
I'm going.
And let's get out of here. Things seem to be going quite well, don't they?
Alien reinforcements inbound.
Bugger.
Menace 1-5, be advised, we've picked up hostile reinforcements inbound on your position.
And I've just evac Quickie, baby. Alright, well if they're dropping over there, Hector's in a bad spot. So, I guess this will have to do. It's only half concealment. Sorry, half cover. But it'll do. Dragoon.
I'm compelled to agree.
Okay.
This unit scanners are active.
I'll put him on Overwatch.
Moving to Overwatch.
Jingles on Overwatch. Circon. We're going to set up a kill zone covering the arrival point. He's fully loaded, ready to go.
A la orden.
Rita. That'll do.
Ven y verás.
Right, here they come. Everybody on Overwatch, kill zone set up. Ready to say hello to the Advent reinforcements. What can possibly go wrong? Remember the accuracy of these mag weapons. Watch this. Here they come. Go on, Rita. Missed. And Hector. Missed.
Venga, espabila.
Spark actually hit something and marks the target, which gives increased chance to hit for everybody else, and Jingles misses anyway. But don't worry, we got Circon set up on kill zone with a sniper rifle. And he does at least manage to hit and kill something.
Target eliminated.
Now don't forget, Circon's set up on a kill zone. Anything that moves in his kill zone is going to trigger it. And he missed. But the grazing hit does some damage and does set him on fire.
It hit the plate.
So that's... Oh, no, no.
Aquí está una posición de Advent.
There's another patrol. Just when I thought things couldn't possibly get any worse, they get worse. Circon's kill zone. Oh, he actually hits that guy. And sets him on fire. So the Archon's burning. Here comes a shock lancer, or possibly a stun lancer, and he misses him as well. But the incendiary ammunition is at least setting all of these guys on fire. That was something like 8 shots and only 2 of them hit. I really hate magnetic weapons. They are terrible. Right, well, any call sign, any call sign. This is Bravo 20, Bravo 20. We are a ground call sign and we are in the shit. Combat protocol. Where's the mech? Oh, wait, there he is. Well, I don't know. That's a shield bearer. There's 2 ways of going about this. Take out the shield bearer so he doesn't put a shield up on everybody, or take everybody out so there's nobody for the shield bearer to put a shield on. And since the combat protocol that Hector used would not have killed the shield bearer, I'm going to focus everything I've got on this heavy mech, because I do not want to let this guy get his grenades off. Now I'm going to use the Spark's overdrive ability. He's only got 2 shots with his Helix rail cannon. Please don't miss. And he doesn't miss. He shredded the mech's armor. Didn't do a lot of damage, but it only has 3 health left. What to do with the Spark? Finish off the mech. Hope it hits. Oh, yes. Good. Spot. Decent luck for a change. Okay, the mech's out of ammo.
This weapon is empty.
But he still has 1 action. Guess what? Now we can reload.
These hands were a bit clumsy.
Jingles. Plasma grenade. Who can we hit with a plasma grenade? I can get 2 of them there. That is looking like the best option. Fire in the hole. And he's killed 1. Done further damage to the Archon. But wait, Jingles is a grenadier. His first action was to fire a grenade. That means the salvo ability kicks in and he can fire another one. Finish off the Archon. Can't get the shield bearer, or I can finish this guy off. So we're going to do that. This has just become an exercise in damage limitation after that disastrous ambush where nothing went right. Okay, Zircon, unfortunately, is out of ammo, but he gets a lightning hands-free pistol attack. The pistol's going to do nothing to an armoured shield bearer, though. His grenade isn't going to get there. What I should probably have done here is get him down, move him up to that rock, and throw the grenade from there, but I thought, screw it, I'll just take a pistol shot. The guy's got heavy armour. The pistol was only ever going to do 1 or 2 damage at the most, so that wasn't a particularly clever move. Still need to take this shield bearer out. Rita is up. She can outright kill the Archon, and she's the only person I have left with an action, so it's gonna have to be Rita to kill the Archon. Now this, once again, leaves us standing in the open in front of a shield bearer, but she's just gotten a kill. She's now untouchable. And again, hopefully the shield bearer is going to go for her. And it's looking like he is. Oh no, he's got an Overwatch. Oh, okay. Well, let's get Hector out. And I honestly thought Hector was far enough away that he was out of vision of the shield bearer. And he's not. So he takes some completely unnecessary damage there as I evac him. So, I mean, that just shouldn't have happened. I should have dealt with the shield bearer first. I can get close enough to hack this guy's face off now, of course, with Rita. This is what I should have done. And then evac Hector, and then Hector wouldn't have needed to spend the next 5 days in sickbay. Well, anyway. Would have, should have, could have. Didn't. Let's get Jingles out of here before more reinforcements arrive. Zircon's out of ammo, but he's way too far away from everybody else. I need to get him to the evac zone. So I'm going to use both of his moves.
Physical exertion outpoint.
I love this guy's sense of humour.
I'll be leaving now.
Let's get the Spark out. and a second wave of reinforcements.
Menace 1-5, be advised, we've picked up hostile reinforcements inbound on your position.
That's alright, I don't plan on being here when they arrive. And evac circon.
Packing it in.
And hopefully, yep, we can do it.
Vamos, vamos.
Evac Rita. Vamos, vamos, indeed, Rita. Get your ass out of there.
Me largo.
And that should be mission complete.
Menace 1-5, status confirmed. X4 charges detonating.
Well, it was far from flawless, but I'll take an excellent. That was my first Advent Facility attack in the Shen's Last Gift DLC, and it was harder than anticipated. But mostly due to the shitty equipment that I'm using. These mag weapons, I mean, they're a step up from the initial weapons that you begin the game with, but they're not very good at all. The accuracy leaves a lot to be desired. Still, any mission you can walk away from is a successful mission. And I only really made 2 mistakes during the course of that mission. The most obvious one being moving Ector to the evac point while an Advent shield bearer had just gone into Overwatch, and assuming that Ector was going to be outside of Overwatch range, and he wasn't, so Ector got wounded there unnecessarily. And the first mistake was right at the beginning, setting up that ambush while not being in optimal range, and from that point on it was just a series of damage limitation exercises. The inaccuracy of my weapons, I mean, there was one ambush I set up when the reinforcements arrived at the end there that was absolutely flawless setup. Unfortunately, I just couldn't hit anything, and again, from that point on it was just a series of damage limitation exercises. Until you can get the plasma weapons research, you're going to be doing a lot of taking enemies out with explosives, grenades, and your special abilities like combat protocol, because the weapons that you have absolutely suck. Well, anyway, that was it for Casual Saturday, XCOM2 Shen's Last Gift DLC. I will be doing more of this in the future. Hope you enjoyed it. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and as always, take care, and I'll catch you next time.